Hello, Eugene.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome here to the inaugural and/or pilot episode of Playground Rules, a comedy competition show that we've conceived to not only entertain you, but also put 10 local comics through a ringer of glorious chaos and competition in the hopes of winning fabulous prizes and incredibly tiny amounts of cash.
Yeah. Wednesday at the Playground Rules show.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like going to the flea market without a blind date.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. No, this Playground Rules show, I'm really excited. It's something that we came up with. Basically, so many of us comics have competed in comedy competitions where one person wins at the end of the night. And I'm like, no, fuck that. Let's have a comedy competition where half the comics win at the end of the night.
Yeah!
Because we're going to feel better about ourselves. This has nothing to do with entertainment or comedy. This is all about ego boosts for a population that desperately needs affirmation.
Yes! That hand is for you. That's a hand of applause for you and your ego.
Yes. We've absolutely just brought you here as a mental health intervention. Thank you. Awesome. So basically, how it works tonight is we're going to have 10 comedians. They're going to come up here in just a moment and introduce themselves to you. And then Jen and I are going to flip a coin, and whoever wins that coin flip is going to get the first round draft pick. And between Jen and I, we're going to draft all 10 comedians tonight until we have 2 teams of 5. And then those teams of 5 will be broken up into 5 head-to-head competitions in 5 different categories. And you, the audience, will vote on who wins each round. How do you feel about having that level of power and authority? Yeah. And we just asked if you're on one of the teams, we vote where it's going to be a voice vote, applause vote. So if you're on one of the teams, don't scream or applaud when we're asking for the vote. And you try to be reasonably partial, but if you came here for your homie and you got to vote for your homie, I ain't going to say no to that. But just try to be as partial as you can. We're looking to run a clean competition here.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Do not fuck
basically
with...
what we're saying.
Do not fuck with the lady with the triple rainbows. Do you see her Jen's color-coordinated outfit here?
I look like a team captain.
Jen looks like
Some
a team
kind of
captain.
team.
You look like you're ready to play. I look like I'm ready to play with myself.
You gotta be the captain of your own ship. Sometimes.
Yeah, maybe quite possibly the only inhabitant of my own population. Captain of the ship of one.
As long as the ship sails.
Exactly. So are you all ready to meet our potential competitors, the 10 comics who are going to be a part of the show tonight?
Yeah!
All right, everybody, if you're a part of the show, come on up and get on stage in the chaotic fashion, and just can introduce yourself real quickly, and then get off the stage, and then we're going to draft. Yes.
Hi, I'm Dylan. I've had 6 jobs this year, and I'm definitely getting audited next April.
Hello, my name is Diana Ramsey, Divine Diana if you're nasty, and I'm currently unemployed, so don't hire me.
Hello, I'm Angela Lewis, and I don't have a fun sentence to say.
I'm Logan Escobar. I'm going to be a resident Mexican for the evening.
I'm Nathan Adair, and I was wondering how I got on this show, but now that I know it's a mental health intervention, that makes sense now.
My name is Tom Perkins, and until I saw James Manning show up, I thought I was going to be the whitest person here.
My name is Max, and I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Max. Hi, Max.
Hi, I'm Jamie, and I'm here instead of burning sage and putting my crystals outside for the fall equinox, so you're welcome.
All right, I'm James Manning III, and I don't allow myself to purchase donuts anymore.
I'm Nathan Hart, and I am not as high as I wish I was.
That's the right answer.
It's fair. It's fair.
competing. And now Jen and I, as your team captains, will be flipping a coin to see who picks first in this draft. Let's get somebody less partial than myself to flip this coin. Mr. Perkins, will you do us the honors? All right, Jen, go ahead and call in the air, heads or tails.
Okay, it's a real coin.
It's a real coin.
Heads.
It's tails. It's tails. All right, I draft first. All right, this is...
Oh, wait, no. Just kidding.
All right, well, the joke's on me. I forgot to bring my pen up here. Will you write down...
Oh, sure.
Write down
I'll write it
both
down.
teams. All right, oh, thank you, Nathan. Nathan saved me.
Oh, okay.
All right, I don't want to turn my back to the audience. It's a bit of a faux pas. But I have the first round draft, and so I get to draft whichever comic I want on my team first. And I am going to draft Dylan Cianci.
Okay. I am going to draft Angela Lewis.
Excellent choice. All right, let's see, who do I want? I want Jamie Colson. Yeah, I want Colson.
I had to pick my dude, James Manning III.
Wow. All right, I gotta do it. I'm going with Divine Diana. I gotta have her on my team.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna pick Max Brockmann.
All right, we still have a lot of good comics left. All right. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? I think Logan Escobar is the fairest of them all. I'm drafting Logan.
Yes. Logan on my team. Okay, Tom Perkins.
Excellent choice. It's the battle of the Nathans. All right, battle of the Nathans. I got Hart.
I got Adair.
All right, we've got our teams drafted. 5 on 5. I got to pick first. So you, as the other team captain who didn't get to pick first, you get to pick which round we're doing first. Are we going to be doing the crowd work round, the in-character round, the compliment battle round, the audience topic round, or the curated topic round?
Okay. I am going to choose crowd work.
Ooh, crowd work round. All right.
Yeah.
All
Crowd
right.
work first.
All right, so we're doing the crowd work round first. Each team is going to get together for 30 seconds and decide who they're going to send up for the crowd work round. All right. And Dylan? All right, do you have your competitor?
Yes.
All right, who are you sending up for the crowd work battle?
Max Brockmann.
All right, we're sending up Nathan Hart for our competitor
Okay.
crowd
All
work
right,
battle.
it's happening.
All right, Jen, well, you want to pick? Do you want our team to go first or your team to go first this time around? It's your call.
Go for it.
All right, Nathan, you're up first for the 5-minute crowd work battle.
Okay,
The rest of us,
that's it.
let's get off the stage and give us room. Everybody, give a round of applause for your first competitor tonight in the crowd work category, Nathan Hart.
Give it over everybody else. All of them. All right. How we doing? We feeling good? Excellent. I feel like I've really got a loose definition of what exactly crowd work means. I think it means I can't use any of the stuff from my brain, so we'll use, like, you guys. So what you're... who thinks they've done the most drugs in this room? That's probably you. What was the furthest you went with things? Yeah, what were you on in the moment that you're thinking of in your mind where you're like, I'm more high than these fucking people? It was did you say happy clown? Cloud. Okay, the happy cloud. Huh. That's an unusual drug. Were you doing drugs in cyberpunk? What was happening? What is Happy Cloud?
Well, Huey Lewis was onto it. It's the new drug.
Huey Lewis was onto it. Sir, was this an actual drug? Can you be more clear with me? I'm not part of the feds. You're not gonna get taken away after this. Specifically, which drugs were you on?
I'm running out of time.
God fucking damn. Okay, listen, folks. When I ask you questions here, it's your job to make the answers make sense. It's my job to make everyone laugh at them. So we'll try this again. Who thinks they've been more high than the rest of, or rather, who thinks they've been more high than that guy? James, yeah? Right. Thank you, sir. Is that because you're on Happy Cloud right now? I don't fucking know. I really can't. I don't even know which genre of drugs Happy Cloud should be in. Like, it could be weed. I don't know. It's all over the did you get Happy Cloud from a doctor or an alleyway? Here's how we can do this. We can narrow this down with forensics. And I promise, again, you're not getting arrested at the end of this. Was it a doctor or an alleyway? Wasn't a doctor. We're narrowing shit down. All right. It doesn't have a Latal at the end or anything. This did not come with a prescription. Okay. Did you get more tired or more awake after doing Happy Cloud? That's a yes or no question, sir. Sorry, not a yes or no. It's an up or down.
Let's go up.
Up? Okay, you were up after fucking... Alright, so the further we get into this, the more I think you've never done drugs at all. I'm pretty sure this man's a pastor. Okay, so it's an upper. Did you smoke it, snort it, or inject it?
Well...
It's a cloud, so I assume...
There you go.
You breathed it in. Okay. You say there you go, like I'm able to make a conclusion here, but... Okay, so you breathed in the cloud, so it was a smoke... This man's done crack. Am I... A fuck, okay? Alright. This is not the game I expected to play tonight, but we can keep on this. Alright. So he smoked it, he got upped.
Hey, what's important is I got over 6 months clean.
What's important is you thought it was...
Over 6 months clean.
You're over 6 months clean. Oh, good! Look who's not high anymore. You're so clean you don't even remember exactly what the drugs were. All right, that's kind of a win. You should run for Congress. Okay, so when you were on your way off of it, when you were on your way off of this thing, what was your absolute low moment?
Yeah, it's like being drugged by a train. It's not fun.
It's being hit by a train?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or do you say humped by a train?
Drugged.
What?
Drugged by a train.
Drugged by a train. Okay. All right, so we're talking about train drugs now. Was it methamphetamine?
And time.
And time, all right. I think that means I got it. And it means he's not the tweaker anymore, everybody. Keep it going for that guy. I'm your host tonight. I've been Nathan Hart.
All right, next up, let's bring up the one and only Max Brockmann!
Keep it going for Captain Cianci! Yeah! Okay, so when we decided we were gonna do crowd work, I turned to Tom and I asked him, I wanna know about your family, I need ammunition for this crowd work. He told me 3 things. 1, there's someone from North Dakota, very specific, I like it. 2, his wife teaches yoga. And 3, the most important thing, Haley is really weird. So my goal for this crowd work set is to find out what made Tom, a middle-aged white man doing amateur open mic comedy, call Haley really weird. Because that's gotta be really fucking weird. So, who's Haley? Who's Haley? Okay, Haley, why are you so fucking weird? See, you don't seem that weird to me. So let's pretend I'm your doctor. I'm a couple years sober, so I could be a doctor, and we'll talk. So what was your last nightmare like? What's your worst nightmare? That's a good question to ask, right? Anything? Okay, Haley doesn't want time. We'll figure that out as we go. So, well, real talk. 6 months is fucking awesome. Make some noise for him. It's fucking cool. That's fucking awesome, dude. No fucking shit talking. I've been in rooms for a long time. You hear a lot of crazy shit. Bottom point. This isn't material because I've never said it on stage. Someone told me in a room that they fucking went to order soup. This is fucking how old it was, the 90s, because it was a soup vending machine in their fucking office. Go to get tomato soup, and they give them clam chowder soup. And it was the one thing that set them off. They threw it across the room, hit a girl in a bright red dress. Okay, see, it wasn't material, I told you. Okay, Haley, why are you so fucking weird? No, okay, how's everyone else doing? I think I just lost a minute. That's okay, though. Okay, this is a good question. I remember my first R-rated movie I went to. It was a very specific memory in my mind. Anyone remember the first R-rated movie in the theater? Anyone? Yeah, what was yours? Oh, sorry, I thought you raised your hand. No. Okay, yeah, this is fucking hard. Alright, we'll talk to you again. How's your night going, man?
I'm hanging in there.
You're hanging in there. You like to talk, and I like that right now. What jersey? Is that Jaguars?
Oh boy, that's Philadelphia Eagles.
God bless your soul, man. I got fucking Jalen Hurts. It's fucking great. See, I wish it was a shitty team, because then you just shit on them. Okay, well, we're gonna talk to you again, Haley. See, I don't think you're weird. I think Tom might be the weird one. I think that's what's going on. And, okay, well, Tom's wife. So is yoga, what's teaching yoga like? Is it a good job? You like it? Do you do hot yoga? Hot yoga? Hot yoga? Have you done that? No, I'm on his team. I'm the one you want to blood for. I'm the guy that, okay. How are we doing on time? This is fucking hard as shit. Okay, we'll try and get one thing out and then we'll end this. I usually do one-liner comedy, that's why this is a big thing for me, but it's fucking fun. Alright, keep it going for your host, Temple the Barn, coming up. Or is it Jay?
All right, audience, how did you like our first round, the crowd work round? Both of our comics did an exemplary job, but only one of them can win this battle.
Only one.
All right, so we're going to vote by round of applause. How many of you think that the first comic, Nathan Hart, should win this round of the battle? All right.
And how many think the next comic, Max Brockmann, should take it? Wow, okay.
I think Nathan won that.
I think so,
I think
too.
Nathan won that one. All right, let's give a big round of applause for our winner, round one, Nathan Hart.
Look at the team spiritness.
Team spirit.
I love it. They shook hands.
All right, teams, let's come back up here. We got to decide who's going to battle in round two.
Yes.
And since our team won round one, you get to choose what round two is going to be.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All right. Let's see. What should we do for round two? Let's let everybody get up here. How about we do the
The audience topic. Okay, yeah, that's great. Jen suggested we do the audience topic round.
Yeah.
So we're gonna fish out to you, our audience members, right now, for basically a topic that each of these comedians will incorporate into their upcoming 5-minute set in this round. So you'll be seeing back-to-back, head-to-head comedians incorporating your audience topic into this next round. So may we get some suggestions from the audience as to what that topic could possibly be? Come on, help us out. Sharks. Okay. What else? What else do you want to hear a comedy about?
Playground fights.
Playground fights and sharks.
Oh, that's a
All right, I like this. Do you agree with that combination?
Yeah.
All right, it's settled. This battle is a battle of 2 comedy sets that incorporate playground fights and sharks. All right, each of these teams, let's determine who goes. We've got our decisions for this round. Who are you bringing up for this round?
I'm bringing up Angela Lewis.
All right, excellent. And we're going to be bringing up Logan Escobar for this round. And since our person went first last round, I figured maybe ours went first last round. Yours goes first this time. All right, awesome.
Sarah, are you cool to keep timing?
Awesome.
Thank you.
So Sarah's got the
All right, so let's welcome the first comic up for our crowd work battle, the fabulous, amazing, incredibly funny and talented, or not crowd work battle, excuse me, audience topic battle. Please forgive the tempo. Angela Lewis, everybody.
Excuse me, oh my god. My playground fight is getting in a fight with this microphone right now. Yeah! I'm gonna explain to you the root of my claustrophobia. And it all came from the wonderful fun place of a playground. Yes, I'm not a violent person, but I am a person who loves a good slide. Don't we all? I was in 4th grade. This is when I lived in Texas. That was like a weird 2-minute moment of my life. I just lived in Texas for funsies. This doesn't have to do with playgrounds, but it's kind of like fighting in Texas. One time in Texas, someone ripped my money in half, threw half of it at me, and ran away. That has nothing to do with it. But Texas, I was in Texas, the same school actually. And everyone thought it would be, I was just having a good time at a playground, right? Like a little 9-year-old. And I was like, fuck yes. I'm going in the tube slide. I don't have friends. I'm having my own great time. And I go in the tube slide, and then I get stuck, because there's like 6 other kids in there. And then what happens behind me? 6 other kids come, and they keep coming. And I'm just trapped in there. Do you know what it's like to be, I felt like I was being born again. I was shoved back inside of my mother's uterus with a bunch of kids who thought I was fat and weird. That's not comforting at all. And what's even worse is I hate being in trouble. I hate when adults are mad at me. And still, even if you're a year older than me, you're an adult, and if you're mad at me, I'll kill myself. And so all the teachers were like banging on the freaking slide, and we're like, you guys need to get out of here now, and I'm freaking out, and I'm not friends with any of these people. I'm just stuck in a birthing canal with them. Oh, it was so scary. And I vividly remember right now, I am in that yellow slide, that like where it's like that color of the light because the sun's shining on the outside. So it's like a weird orange, and it's starting to smell like sweat and toddlers even more. And then I got out, finally, and I remember just green crying, but I didn't have friends, nor no one cared about me. So it was like being born, but like no doctors or anything was there, and like your mom walked away. So I was just like pushed out, crying on wood chips. That sounds horrible. Okay, there's playground fighting, and we're doing sharks now. Not technically about sharks, but more their brothers, which I believe are jellyfish. Right? I think they're like cousins. I have been stung by jellyfishes. I have been stung by jellyfish more than the normal person has been stung by bees. Remember when I said I lived in Texas? Oh, this is like a fun Texas thing. Jen, you're from Texas, right? Team B. But one time when I was I am more afraid of going in the ocean because of jellyfish, not sharks. I feel like that's more valid. Because if a shark were to like bite my arm off, I would get a movie about myself called Soul Surfer. But when jellyfish sting me, my dad just gets mad at me for wanting to be carried out of the water. One more thing about sharks is I've been watching a lot of Below Deck, and woo! Yes! I have a really good advice. If you ever go on a charter yacht, don't jump in the ocean at night. There are sharks, and Captain Lee will get really upset. You don't want to upset Captain Lee. Okay, I've been Angela Lewis. Thank you so much.
Keep it going for Angela Lewis, everybody. Quality set. All right, and facing off against Angela is my team's competitor. Everybody give it up for Logan Escobar.
One more time for Temple the Bard, everybody. And one more time for Angela Lewis and her upcoming Lifetime movie. I'm real excited for that. I fucking love sharks, man. Like, I was that kid that was creepily into Shark Week, you know? Like, I just start humming the Jaws theme and my dad would get real scared. But I like sharks so much. I used to go to Coronado with one of my friends. His dad was in the military, so we would just stay on base and longboard around the island. And at one point, the Coronado base beach was cordoned off because there were sharks in the water. And I got like excited about it. I was like, dude, we should swim with the sharks. Like, you can swim with sharks like you swim with dolphins. They're basically fine. Because I didn't give a shit. I'm like, fuck it, he brought me here. He knows what's going down, and I want to swim with some sharks. But you can't get onto base after a certain point at night. So we decide we're going to break onto the Coronado Air Force Base to swim with some sharks. Anybody here ever tried to break into a military installation? Is that yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Diana. It's not easy. We were all excited. So here's the thing. We longboarded from La Jolla to Coronado, which if you know California is a stupidly long fucking longboarding trip. It was like 8.5 miles over that shitty fucking bridge. And we pull up at the gates and we're like, well, we can't just go in. We're gonna go around like to the side and try to dig under. But we only went like 20 feet from the main gate. So we start digging and we realize there's no one at the gate, like there's nobody in the booths. And we're like, fuck this. So we sling our longboards and the boogie boards that we brought. Because we're like, maybe you can like fucking do some of that with sharks. You don't know what they're into. You gotta keep it open. And we're like, fuck it, we're just gonna climb the fence. And so we're climbing the fence. By the way, I should mention, we have killed 2 cases of like Coors Banquet and just smoked all of the weed California has to offer to transient teenagers. Like, which is a lot of fucking weed, it turns out. So we're high as shit, we're drunk, and we're like, fuck it, we're just gonna climb. So we throw our longboards and our boogie boards over, and we hop the fence. My buddy tears his arm open on the fucking, on the barbed wire at the top, and he's freaking out. He's like, we can't swim with sharks, dude, they're gonna smell me. Which is accurate. Like, he probably shouldn't have swam with sharks actively bleeding. It seems like a bad idea. But we didn't get to swim with sharks because we were loudly talking about all the fun we were gonna have, and when we turned around, there was about
40 fucking dudes with guns pointed at us and an actual tank. Because we didn't know that they were running drills that weekend. So now we are two 15-year-old boys with like half of California's active military force pointing guns at us, just slowly like... My buddy's like, I'm going for my military ID, I swear. And he starts crying. And he pulls it out, and as he leans down, he's like, we just wanted to swim with sharks. We just wanted to swim with sharks, man. They weren't cool about it. They called his dad. His dad was a lot less cool about it. Because, like, he was a teacher in the military, and it turned out a highly decorated soldier, so he got dressed down, and we were just in the back crying, not because we got in trouble, but because we didn't get to swim with sharks. I love that dude. That dude's name is Nathan Martinez. I shouldn't use his full name, but fuck it. He's one of my best friends. He's been my best friend since I was a child, because everything I'm about to tell you, he watched happen and said nothing the whole time. This is the playground section of it. I grew up in Vegas for a long time, and in Vegas, a lot of casinos have this thing called Kids Quest, which is basically a giant indoor playground for kids. There's like a ball pit and like a fucking, like a movie theater, arcade, you've got like a jungle gym. And one time my parents dropped my sister and I off, and as we were going in, this kid like shoulder checked my little sister and knocked her to the ground. And she started crying, and he went, oh, don't be a little bitch about it. And I laid down and I was like, I'm gonna fix this. Don't you fucking worry. So I befriended him, and I spent all night with this kid. Like we were playing Galaga. We were fucking running through the ball pit. We were on the jungle gym, and I was like, buddy, I bet you can't make it all the way to the top of the jungle gym. And I asked him that because I know for a fact that the top corner of the jungle gym lands perfectly in the ball pit, and I had a plan. I was like, I'll push him into the ball pit, he's gonna be out of breath, and I'm gonna lean down and be like, don't you ever fuck with my sister again. So we get to the top of it, and I push him down, and he misses the ball pit. And he hits his mouth on the corner of the ball pit and knocks his 2 front teeth out. And he's bleeding and he's crying, and I climb down and I'm looking around for like an authority figure, and no one's there. So I lean down and I go, don't you ever fuck with my sister again. And Nathan is my best friend because after that happened and the authority figures took him away, he came out and he's like, my name's Nathan, do you want to be friends? And then Logan, thank you guys.
One more time for Logan Escobar! And Angela Lewis as well!
All right, audience, you just watched those 2 sets. It's now time for you to vote for who you feel won that round. How many of you folks want to vote for Angela Lewis from Jen's team winning that round? And how many of you would like to vote for Logan Escobar from my team winning that round? Wow.
Great job.
Wow.
Great job. Yeah.
Wow.
Way to go, Temple's team.
Wow. The early lead, but who knows how long it'll last. Let's see, this might come down to the wire yet.
Yeah.
It might just.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows?
All right, teams, let's come back and congregate and figure out who wants to come on for the next one. And here's the thing I didn't plan. I didn't plan for all this walking. You all are getting your steps in. I didn't tell you they're always walking to and from the stage. Like, damn it, Temple. I could have gone to the gym for this shit. Yeah, seriously. All right, Jen, it's your choice as to what round you want to come next.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay. I think I'm ready for a good old-fashioned compliment battle.
Compliment battle.
Y'all have heard of a roast, right? Yeah. This is the opposite of that. Yeah. So in your 5-minute sets, comedians, this is compliment battle. So what you need to do is compliment fucking everybody on the opposite team, I think.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, you can compliment anyone and everybody in the opposite team.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Should we stay up here for this for you to compliment us? You know, that's actually not a bad idea. That's a lot of standing, though. All right.
What are y'all saying out there?
All right, we're going to stay up here.
Okay.
All right, we're staying up here. Ha ha ha! You all can stand.
Let's figure out who's going.
All right, let's figure out who's going. y'all are tipping your bartender tonight, right? Excellent.
Okay, our team is ready. Who are y'all picking?
We're going to be sending up Dylan Cianci for the compliment battle.
Nice, nice. Okay, all right. We chose Nathan Adair.
Oh.
Yeah. Nathan Adair versus Dylan Cianci in a compliment battle, baby.
All right, since your team's down, you pick which team you want to go first.
Okay. Dylan, you're going first.
All right, Dylan's going first. Everybody, give it up for our first competitor in tonight's compliment battle, Dylan Cianci.
I planned ahead and picked this entire outfit in order to make it hard for the other team. But let's come on out here one at a time. I want to talk to Tom Perkins first. Tom, come on out. Your voices are really great. I don't know you as a guy, but your voices are really great, and you're always bringing an audience with you. You know, you really look like somebody who knows people who made money at one point, and I appreciate that so much. I know. All right. I'm gonna talk to Nathan next, but thank you so much, Tom. I know I only have so much time for everybody because I thought we were gonna like go back and forth, and then I was just gonna interview the person and pretend that I was working customer service on them. So come on up. All right, Nathan Adair, look at him. He has so many T-shirts. He has so many T-shirts, and they're all just delightful. You know, all Star Wars stuff. It's like never anything where I have to worry too hard about like what the reference is. It's always something I get. I always know what I'm getting with Nathan, and it's a solid fucking guy. All right. Really, the person who I love the most, relate to the most in the Eugene scene around here, Angela. Jeez, I would have nothing to talk about with most of these people if I've been to talk about YouTube videos with you. Did you catch up on the new Victorious one lately? Isn't it so good? Oh, it is. I know. Listen, I don't know that they know that. I knew that you were gonna know that. It's so sad. Don't you just want to like go talk about that later? You're somebody who's like, I really feel like we would be able to get into the depths of Jeanette McCurdy and just like, yeah, right, like theater kid bullshit. I just, you know, I really feel like I get to live a lot of life that I wish I had through you and your theater kid bullshit. It's just, thank you. All right. You know how this works, Max. There's a line, you know how that stuff works. Oh, geez, this one's gonna be tough for me. All right. I'm kidding, you're great. You were one of the first people to ever actually invite me to like a showcase. And that was like really somebody giving me an opportunity to do this for 12 minutes when I had only ever done it for like 3 at the very end of the night. And you're like, no, you just really believe in people. And you know, you're around, you're a good designated driver. And I don't know you very well because I'm always busy smoking cigarettes, so we never get a chance to hang out. That's because you're taking care of yourself. I appreciate that so much. James, you big lug. I mean, look at him. Look at this refrigerator of man. Doesn't he look like he could palm a fucking gallon of milk? I saw that today, and you should. Oh man, you post that TikTok. I think you could get those thirst tweets from someone other than me, but like, someone's really in the market for this. You know, this man doesn't just dress like a firefighter. He actually did that once. Like Jesus Christ, real national hero. He plays the banjo. He's a firefighter. You know what you're getting with James Manning, the third. So good they did it 3 more times. I think it just gets condensed. Is James Manning the first like 12 feet tall? Are you like the little? Are you the juniorest little one? Well, it's so delightful. Wow, you know, you really carry yourself like a short guy because you know he's big. He's not lumbering though. All right, he steps softly. He respects the small creatures beneath him. He's a gentle soul. I appreciate that so much, James Manning. Is that my time? Oh, team captain, I know. Best for last. I don't even know what to say about Cianci. I mean, what is there to say? I don't know. You're like a pal. I'm really sorry I never finished that book you lent me. That's really good. That's really good that I finished half of. That's really good. I'm so sorry. I could. I know. It's the good copy. And she's so nice. She doesn't even bother me about getting that stuff back to her. Because she's so good and she appreciates where I'm at right now. And I appreciate where you're at right now. And we get to bitch about work. And every fucking bitch about everything. And I know you're not going to judge. Well, you will, but you'll hate other people for me more than I hate them, and I appreciate that so much in a person. All right, that was my minute. Thank you, guys.
Solid round of compliments, I would say.
Keep it going for Dylan Cianci, everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Next compliment battle complimenter. Coming to the mic, my team member, Nathan Adair.
A formidable opponent.
All right, so I guess we already saw what the format is. Let's just start with Dylan. Get over here. Get over here. Dylan has the most unique hair I've ever seen, and I love her for it. Also, her shirt just reminds me of highlighter, and it's just great. Dylan's also like the richest poor person I've ever met. She's so full of life, and I love her for it. All right, let's get. Nathan, you're up next. Nathan, my namesake. I think he looks the best in pleather. I think that's what. I once saw a guy who was like just had long hair and glasses. I thought it was him, and I was like, oh no, he's just. Everyone reminds me of Nathan. That's who it is. Nathan was very kind to me at one point, and I will always remember it. I won't mention it here because I can't actually remember. Anyways, thank you, Nathan. All right, Logan, get over here, buddy. I love how much he doesn't want to show his skin. That's. I have gotten so much weed from this man. It has brought so much joy. It has opened my eyes to a life that I never thought I would ever experience. And he's given me a job as a doorman. It's great. Thank you, Logan. All right, Jamie. Jamie acknowledged me at a baseball game once. That was all it It made me feel so loved, because I don't get that normally. Because of that, you get this heart that I saw on the ground. Yeah, I just found it. They told me to give it to you, actually. Yeah, I'm glad. Nathan, I'm so happy you did that right then. It really, really completed the transition to Diana that's coming up now. Hi, Diana. Diana complimented me once about how welcoming I was to her when she first came into the scene. And that meant so much to me. I don't really understand why though, because I was I don't know what I was doing. But I really appreciate Diana. She's always trying to give me pep talks about oh no, you're really good at comedy. Or also one time it's you're getting better at being nervous on stage. At any moment I'm a shining star that's very dim right now. And Diana reminds me of that all the time. And I love her. She can! My dominatrix Diana. Divine dominatrix Diana. Alright, Temple, why don't we start with you? When I was first getting into comedy, Temple was always there to give me advice about how I was doing and how I was feeling about this. And that is so nice. I wasn't expecting that. She found my kink instantly. That's crazy. I don't even remember what else I was going to say. That just turned me on. I just can't stop. All right. No, I literally have nothing. Anyways, thank you, Temple, for turning me on. I love you so much. Anyways, I just want to end with that. I would fuck all of them. I'm just going to say that. All right, thank you very much.
Give it up for Nathan Adair, everybody. All right, crowd. Those of you who saw both of these sets, it's time for you to vote. Do you think that Dylan Cianci had the better set? Oh, that's a good round of applause. Do you think that Nathan Adair had the better set?
We take that one.
Jen's team wins that one. All right. Well, then it means it's my team's turn to pick what we battle next, and I say it's time for the character round.
Great, I think so too.
All right. Let's find out who we want to be in our character round. We'll come back here in 30 seconds. All right, has your team chosen who you're representing?
We chose Tom!
All right.
Tom Perkins!
All right, you chose Tom Perkins. We chose Jamie Colson.
Yeah, okay.
And Jamie has a fabulous character for you. And however, your team, we're choosing your team to go first.
Okay, all right, Tom.
All right, excellent. So everybody, let's give a round of applause for one of my favorite comedians on the open mic scene, competing for Team Jen. It's Tom Perkins, everybody.
I was hoping they'd give me this one. I know my place. I do characters. I do funny voices. I can't write jokes like the funny people. It's my trick. I've been. My girlfriend asked me. She said, "When did you learn how to do voices?" I'm good at mimicking people. She said, "When did you realize you were good at doing voices?" And I said, "Pretty much from birth. I've always been good at it. I used to do a lot of them back in the '80s, though. When we used to do them, a lot of the stuff I did back in the '80s it was really inappropriate. Some of it's racist, so we don't do that anymore, right? We're doing better than that. But I will do one. This is one. This used to kill in the 8th grade. Okay, this is Miyagi, Mr. Miyagi from Karate Kid. Okay, this used to kill him in the 8th grade. Okay. Oh, Daniel-san, wax on, wax off. 8th grade. They love that. I had this theory that if you're from a place, you should sound like you're from that place. Like, we were out at breakfast the other day, and these people, we were talking to them, and they were from out of town. I said, where are you from? They said, oh, we're from New York. We're from the Bronx. What? Oh, Brooklyn. Well, that's right. They said, we're from Brooklyn. I said, what the, get the fuck out of here. You ain't from Brooklyn. If you're from Brooklyn, you gotta sound like a fucking angry Michael Rappaport. You know, if I ask somebody where you're from, they're like, oh, I'm from Alabama. Bullshit. If you're from Alabama, you better sound like you just crawled up off your second cousin twice removed on your mother's side that you met at the family reunion, damn it. You don't get that from European countries, you know, you're like, oh, where are you from? Where am I from? Where do you think I'm from, laddie? What does it sound like I'm from? I don't know. Hits me killed up and cock slap ya. You know where they're from. If you're from Canada, I swear to God, you better sound like Celine Dion. I am the greatest singer in the whole world. You gotta sound like where you're from, damn it. I was gonna do a Boston accent, but I'm horrible at it. So, all right, I'll do it. Let's see if I can do it. If you're from Boston, you better sound. Now see, it went to the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? If you're from Boston, you better sound like you got. You gotta sound like you've been eating clam chowder for your whole entire life, and you got a shrine to Larry Bird up on the mantle. You know what I'm saying? All right. So characters. I've been working on some characters. I do a couple characters. The first character I'm gonna do for you. This is called. Vaguely philosophical McConaughey. All right. Now in life, you're gonna have red lines and you're gonna have green lines. Now when you come to those green lights, you better step on that pedal and fucking go. When you come to a red light, now you're gonna want to come to a full stop. Not drift out into that crosswalk. Make them have to go around the front of your car. Out into traffic. You do not want to be that guy. Now when you come to that crosswalk, before you cross, you're gonna want to look left. You're gonna want to look right. You want to look left again. Because if you look all right, you're gonna step out into traffic and get waylaid by a fucking Peterbilt from the left. Vaguely philosophical McConaughey. All right. We got awkward Connery. This is another one. Awkward Connery. Your best losers are always whining about their best, while the winner goes home and, he goes home with the prom queen and, the winner goes home with the prom queen and they, Awkward Connery, all right. This one is Sam Elliott mansplains. Sam Elliott mansplains. And what do we want mansplained?
Nothing. We want nothing mansplained in this life. So Sam Elliott is going to mansplain nothing. Nothing is the opposite of something. There you go. Nothing, mansplained.
All right, this is my last one, and this one's really horrible. This is salty Mick Jagger. It's a horrible Mick Jagger impersonation. Salty Mick Jagger, and Mick Jagger's salty. He's not angry. He's salty, right? Because he likes to smoke weed. But what's up with kids these days? They're smoking that flavored weed. We got a strawberry cheesecake. I'm not going to a patisserie, I'm smoking fucking weed. When I smoke weed, I want my weed to taste like weed. When I was a kid, we only had 2 types of weed. We had green and we had brown. We had seeds and seedless. If you're smoking the seedy, it'd popping in your face. It was a rush, it was exciting. Salty Mick Jagger, thank you very much. My name's Tom Perkins.
Jamie Colson, but now let's give a nice warm welcome to Eunice!
Hey guys, thanks Jen. I had a long day today and I need a fucking straw. God, this place, music you can smell. It smells like genitals up here. So I'm old now, I just turned 40. So no one wants me as a sugar baby. Yeah, no one's gonna buy me a purse. But you know what? I'm a sugar daddy, okay? I'm a sugar daddy to my cat that lives under my porch. I get that bitch anything she wants. I just shower that little bitch in gifts. I don't know where to set this. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of glitter. Okay, so my cat. Can you believe I only own one? It's the only one that will let me feed it. She lives under the porch, she comes out. And I give her all these gifts. I'm like, girl, is it okay if I touch you? Can I touch you there? Do you want to sleep in my bed someday? Will you please come inside? Oh, too much? Okay. Can I take a picture of you to show my friends? Is that okay? Is that allowed? Or you know what? Will you just shit on my chest and I'll buy you a Birkin? Be a real sugar baby for me, girl. God. Yeah, so being 40, your body does weird stuff. Anybody here had an IUD go missing? my little uterus, she came up to me and said,
Let's play a game.
I didn't want to have a fucking baby. Not that anyone's having sex with this, but I still get an IUD every fucking 7 years, right? This one fucking got embedded. Yeah.
Let's play a game. You'll never find me.
I will say though, going to the Planned Parenthood on Barger and Highway 99 was not smart. Someone just got ran over in a tent in that same intersection where I got my IUD put in. God. Anyway, so this bitch puts in a new one without taking out the old IUD. Yeah, so I had 2 fucking IUDs for a week. She comes back in the room after she had fucked up and she's like, well, I put the new one in, but I just realized now that I don't have the old one. And we don't have the services here that can help you. You have to go to the one on Franklin where real doctors work. This is Highway 99. So a week goes by with my twin IUDs. And then I get to the one on Franklin, all the way south of the campus, which is the Forbidden Forest. I don't go anywhere near that fucking place. I avoid it like a plague. And now they're making me go on fucking Franklin Boulevard. So I'm there. They take the new one out, no problem. Right out. There it goes. Then they look for the next one. First doctor can't find it. They found a missing baseball card. They found my new ring from 7th grade. And then they found the missing IUD, and fucking after, they went in the hallway and they're like, hey, is Kelly working? Because we have a really tough case today. And I'm in there, ass to the wind. Anyway, the real fucking doctor finally comes in and rips it out along with some tissue. And then, while I'm high from the cervix shot, my feet in the stirrups, they don't even offer me a drink, and they're like, would you like your 3rd IUD of the day? Should we just pop her in since you're all numbed and lubed up? And I'm like, sure. And then they put it in, and then they bring the paperwork, and they're like, by the way, could you sign this so that we can put that 3rd IUD in you that we already put in you? Thank you, please don't defund us. God. Anyway, I still like Planned Parenthood, I still fucking support them. But if anything happens to you that's medical malpractice, fucking turn them in the next day, because I waited too long. And now I don't have the money that I want to give to my sugar baby cat. Alright, my name's Eunice. Hope y'all get laid. Woo!
Give it up one more time for Eunice. Also give it up for her contender, Tom Perkins.
Those were 2 powerhouse sets. It's not going to be easy for our crowd to decide who the winner is, and it's time to vote on round 4. All right, so those of you out here in the audience who think Tom Perkins won that battle, round of applause right now. All right, and those of you who think Eunice won that battle, round of applause right now. That's really close. Let's go one more time. And so, like, if you're on the fence, make a decision. We're going to go one more time with a round of applause, because that was almost a tie, basically. All right, if you think Tom Perkins won this round, give it up for Tom Perkins. All right, if you think Eunice won this round, give it up for Eunice. All right, it looks like Eunice takes this round, and just like the regular season, when your team is eliminated, you still got to play until the end of the contest anyway. We're still going to go forward with round 5. even though it looks like my team is taking a 3-1 edge in this best of 5.
Teammates, come up, we gotta choose.
Our last round is going to be a curated topic. We've come up with a curated topic in advance. And do you have the picture?
Yeah,
Go get the picture. All right. All right, so we have a really important choice to make. We have a lot of thinking to do. Jen's grabbing the picture. There's a photo prompt and a word, and I'll give you all a clue as to the word. Each of these sets, each of these comics competing in this final round, they need to incorporate the word and/or the concept cheese into their set. Cheese. And then the other thing that they need to incorporate into their set is depicted in this particular picture here. And Jen, show the crowd.
It's butts.
It's butts. So, our comics need to incorporate either the word cheese or the concept of cheese, and the word butt or the concept of butts or the concept of a picture of a butt. We're giving them leeway here. Absolute leeway. All right, Jen, so we've got our comics chosen, right? All right, do you want your side to go first or our side to go first?
Okay. We'll go first.
All right, excellent. Jen J's team is going to go first.
It's going to be James Manning the third.
Woo!
What do you guys have?
Oh, I'm sorry. We have Diana Ramsey. I'm sorry, I spazzed. Diana's like, fuck you, Temple.
Yeah.
Don't introduce me. Our team has Divine Diana Ramsey. Fail on my part.
Okay. Let's give a warm welcome to the one and only James Manning the third.
All right. I mean, really, could you give me more ammo with butts and cheese? Like, imagine that there's like a butt with wings that's flying around in here and just shitting pieces of cheese on your tables. I think that's really what we're getting after here. Fuck, I guess it'd be string cheese, right? Butts. How often do you see a butt and you just want to be like, yeah, I'll keep that one in the old memory banks. I'm gonna hang on to that one. On a scale of Cameron Diaz to, let me see here, geez, what's her name, Kardashian? Kim Kardashian? That's gotta be 1 to 10, huh? Right in the middle. No, well, okay, I guess if a butt was flying around and shitting cheese, it would have to be nacho cheese, right? Just little strings, plops of nacho cheese around. When you look at a butt painted on canvas, it's just a butt. What does that bring in your mind? Like the next thing that's coming? Or did someone bring like a model in and they're just like, okay, we need you to stand with your butt sticking out of the curtains here, and I'll just draw your butt, just your butt. I have heard of hand models, like where they just, what if there's just butt models, where they just want to hire you for your butt? Probably like cheesemakers like that too, right? I think I just want to hire you for your Gouda. You make good Gouda, that's all I want. Why is it that you can make a lot of things out, like there's more than one type of milk you can make cheese out of? You know? Could you make cheese out of ass? Is there a cheese ass? I know there's a head cheese. Is there ass? Is there ass cheese? Is there cheese with ass in it? Could I get my ass already in the cheese, please? I know you're putting pimentos in there. Could you put a little ass? Maybe we could have Jamaican jerk pork butt. Is that... I'm sorry, that's too spicy for me. I can't handle the Jamaican jerk butt. The jerk butt. That sounds like something I used to call my cousin when I was a kid. Get away from me, you jerk butt! I've had enough of you, ass cheese. You will end up with ass cheese if you work out for long enough. You will. Okay, well, if I gross somebody out, well, that's close to laughter. I mean, where do you go? How many? Harry, I've got a new cheese for you. It's called Harry Ass Cheese. It's cheese that's shaped like an ass and also somehow grows hair. You want a slice off of that? Let me get you a cheek here. You just peel the hair off of it, like the outside. You just go. If you're having ass cheese, what do you drink with ass cheese? I mean, is wine really gonna do the trick if you're drinking ass? Do you eat ass cheese or do you drink ass cheese? Well, I guess if it's flying around and falling out of the ass, it's nacho cheese and you can drink it. All right, you guys. I'm James Manning III. Thank you very much.
Ass cheese. Ass cheese. Cheese ass. Okay, that's enough of that. The next comic coming up to battle it out in the ass and the cheese round is the one and only Diana Ramsey!
Don't worry, I am not going to put this on the microphone. I have been told when I put this mic condom on the microphone, I can't be heard. But I do like using it. I do like having it here because it's so pretty, it's so pink, and after I'm done here, I can go use this to go fist bang some Muppets. So that's certainly fun. How are we doing tonight, John Henrys? Give it up for Playground Rules. Give it up for James Manning. He's very funny. He wrote a whole set about butt and cheese. I'm just gonna talk. I personally like the Playground Rules thing. This is really fun. It's like you saw all the lineup of all the people here. This is the most white men comics that I've been around that don't have podcasts. And that's so great. Even though I did recently get invited to be on a podcast where we talk about history, and I want to do that because I want to talk about the history of felching. That sounds like fun. Does anyone not know what felching is here? I'm not going to tell you because I only have 5 minutes, but let me just say, have a fun Google search later with that. Get into the history of felching and butt stuff. When Roy Cohn invented butt stuff in the 70s. It was pretty wonderful. I don't know, last week I was kind of having a sad night. I got home, and I just wasn't feeling good about myself, so I decided to I'm going to make a new invention. So I took an empty chip bag and I laid it flat. And then I sliced some Cracker Barrel cheese. And then I sliced some more Cracker Barrel cheese. And then I sliced a little more and a little more, so I had 4 corners over it. I put some pickles in the middle and I carried it to my room. And I invented it as it was called the Sad Girl Charcuterie Board. It was so wonderful. I want to market that. It's the Sad Girl Charcuterie Board. For all you queens that didn't get any peen. I think the Sad Girl Charcuterie Board's already been invented. That's the Lunchable. Legitimately, it has to be. Lunchables now are really fancy, and I'm not really sure I'm down with that, because when I was a kid, and I'm 44, so I get to say, when I was a kid. Lunchables were just like the meat, the cheese, and the cracker, so you could tell whose parents didn't love them when they showed up to school lunch. Because here's a Lunchable, and there were all the kids who had their lunch packed. It's like, man, your parents just don't love you. And the kid's like, well, they're going through a divorce, and Daddy tells me that he likes me better. It is really fun to compete. I am a trans woman. I just want to say that if you haven't obviously figured that shit out already. And I do a lot of open mics, and I'm coming around, and I gotta say, It is not fair that I have to be on the same mics and compete with all these cisgender, straight, white males with beards. And it has nothing to do with the fact that I think I'm at a disadvantage, but just as a queer trans femme, I am automatically funnier than all the cisgender, white, neckbeard males with podcasts. That's just the way it is. I say that with all the love. I love all the people here in Eugene, and I have to say that so I don't get in trouble or something. I actually decided, I had a whole shirt planned for this tonight. I have a whole shirt that says butt stuff. And I love that shirt because people look at that shirt and are like, butt stuff, all right. And I get to explain to them that it's a wrestling t-shirt. Professional wrestling, they're like, really? That's kind of interesting. I'm like, are you kidding? Wrestling, professional wrestling, that is the craziest butt stuff ever. There's tons of butt stuff. It is way better. Do we have any other professional wrestling fans in this audience? Kind of. I like that. And, professional wrestling is the absolute best sport you can watch. Anytime someone tells me about when they're watching football, they come up to me like, Diana, this game was great. I turned it on for the last 2 minutes, and for 60 minutes, it would just went good. It was just forever. And at the end, it ended with someone kicking a ball through an oblong. I'm like, that's amazing. That's wonderful. What I watched yesterday was a guy who is a pansexual sex worker. He paints his whole face like a demon, puts horns on his head. He staples dollar bills to people's head. Well, he won a championship, and then after he was done, he led the crowd in a chant of demon dip. And that's some family-friendly, wholesome shit. Chanting demon dick. And that's why wrestling is better than anything anyone will watch. I am Diana Ramsey. Thank you much. Give it up for all the people we got seen here tonight.
Keep it going for Divine Diana Ramsey, everybody. So that was an interesting battle. James Manning III on Jen's team went for absolute total butt cheese. Diana integrated butts and cheese as part of a greater overarching recipe.
Yeah.
Both of them had great and interesting sets, but it's up to you, the crowd, to decide who won.
Yes.
All right, so if you think James Manning III won the battle of butt and cheese, give a round of applause right now.
Nice. Pretty good. Pretty good.
All right. And if you think Divine Diana Ramsey won the battle of butt and cheese, give us a round of applause right now.
I think James took it.
I think James Manning took that battle.
Yeah.
All right, give it for James Manning III, the winner of the battle of butts and cheese.
I promise we won't call you Butt Cheese the Third from now on.
Mm-hmm. So, it looks like a 3-2 narrow victory for Team Temple over Team Jen in the inaugural Playground Rules. Give a big hand for yourselves for being here tonight.
Yes.
I would like to call the members of Team Temple up on stage to get your winnings. Okay. All right, well, our team members are straggling. They'll get here.
No.
All right. So we have some amazing prizes for the winning team today. Each member of the winning team gets paid for this performance. And each member of this winning team also gets painted by Jen J herself a fabulous picture of a butt.
I painted these for the
So there's 10
winners.
for you.
They're all butts. Oh, yes, this is like graduation. Come through, get your butt. Yeah. Yes. Come through, we shake hands and get your butt. Here we go.
I have a butt! This is the first time in my life I've ever had a butt. You see how bony I am? Fuck. Everybody give it up for Jen J for being such an amazing co-producer, team captain, and competitor.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Right on. So I want to give it up for my team, everybody. One more time for Nathan Hart, Dylan Cianci, Jamie Colson, Logan Escobar, and Divine Diana Ramsey. Half of the team. And yeah, give it up, give it up.
I would like to give it up to all of my teammates. James Fanning III, Max Brockmann, Nathan Adair, Angela Lewis. Who the fuck am I not saying?
Tom Perkins.
Tom Perkins! Woo! Yes, great job, guys.
Two great teams. And I want to give out a special sportsmanship award as a co-promoter. Nathan, can you come up here for a moment? I'm going to give out a special MVP award to Nathan Adair for rocking the compliment battle so hard and winning his team a crucial victory. Here in my hand is the key to room number 37 at the Holiday Motel in Bend, Oregon. Go there at your will and desire. Just be careful. If it's occupied already, you might get in a little trouble. But that's your room now, as far as I'm concerned. All right. So, guess what's going to happen now? To close out the show, I, as your captain, am going to do some comedy for you. I'm going to take a victory lap. How do you feel about that? All right. Good job, team. Great job, Jen. Heck of a performance. I'm just so grateful that you all could be here today. It's been a glorious show. This is the first episode of Playground Rules. Hopefully, we'll get to do this again in the near future. It was a lot of fun. I loved every moment of it. And I have this butt now to put up in my hall at my home. So I want to tell you all a little bit something about me. I'm Temple the Bard, and I'm a Manic Pixie Dream Cryptid. Have you all heard of the Manic Pixie Dream Girl before? Let me tell you what, I'm a Manic Pixie Dream Cryptid. And the difference between myself and a Manic Pixie Dream Girl is the Manic Pixie Dream Girl comes into your life and has absolutely beautiful bangs and an amazing skirt, and her tights are on point, and she comes into a guy's life and does all of this emotional labor for him that he should be hiring a therapist to do. And then boom, all of his problems are solved, and she exits his life. Whereas I come into a guy's life with a 30-pack of Busch Light, and then get him to drink most of that 30-pack of Busch Light, and once he's drunk enough, we start doing butt stuff. See, that's how I come into someone's life. But, the beautiful thing about being a Manic Pixie Dream Cryptid is I'm non-binary, and I can use whichever bathroom I want to use. It's a beautiful thing. And let me tell you what, when I go into the men's bathroom and use the urinals in the men's bathroom, it's always really stark. There's like a flush handle, and it's always like white, and maybe there's an advertisement over the top. It's really not aesthetically all that pleasing. But when I go into the women's restroom to use the urinals, they've got like mirrors in front of them. And like hot and cold running water. It's like really elegant. I don't know why you boys put up with those substandard urinals in your bathroom. You really need to speak up. Get the good shit like the ladies have. Yeah. So I'm bisexual, and it's not always easy to get laid in Eugene. I can't just go downtown like the rest of y'all. When I need to get laid, I have to go all the way out to the Springfield Antique Mall. That's where bisexuals get laid in this town. But the beautiful thing is, it's nice, it's cozy, it's comfy, and I haven't been 86th from there like I got 86th from the bowling alley for trying to 69 the 10th frame. They also didn't like how I refused to rent bowling shoes and instead wore Kleenex boxes on my feet, Howard Hughes style. Not a fan. Anyway, I was at the Springfield Antique Mall giving side-eye to a couple of barber chair betties, trying to convey my impeccable taste in mid-century gas station advertising signs. And all of a sudden walked in this big, beautiful man with a 10-year growth of beard, and he's just totally muscle-bound, and I really wanted to wear him as my wristwatch. And he had this figure old-school gay guy, and he even had a hanky in his pocket. And hankies in the old days before smartphones were the way you flagged what you were into and who you wanted to have sex with and how. So I looked at the color and placement of the hanky in his pocket, I looked it up online, and I was able to narrow down the meaning to one of two things. That hanky meant either A, that he identified as a daddy or top, or B, that he owns a McDonald's franchise. Quite frankly, I was hoping for both. I really wanted to get me some Welcome to McDaddy's, may I help you? But unfortunately, he wasn't really into fatties or femmes, so all I got was thank you drive-through. Yeah, that's too bad. But, I don't always have to rely on the Springfield Antique Mall to get laid. I'm on this beautiful dating site. It's amazing. It's called Plunger. And the beautiful thing about Plunger is it's a dating site where people post pictures of their buttholes instead of their faces. It's really convenient, at least it was during the worst of the COVID times when you weren't going to see their faces anyway, so you might as well find out what their starfish looked like. You know, a little more useful in regards to doing the butt stuff. I'm really grateful to be here at John Henry's. It's a cool place. I'm really safe here. Last time I did a show at Sam's Bondage Garage, I got rug burn. It was really bad. And then like Spectrum, like they're really cautious at Spectrum. Like every time you go to Spectrum, they check your Vax card and they make sure that you're wearing a mask the whole time you're there. And one of the things I want to say about Spectrum is that basically they're so cautious that if the people from Spectrum were around during the AIDS crisis, they wouldn't have gotten AIDS. Whereas me, I would have been like, hey, make sure my panel on the memorial quilt is blue and yellow, okay? I wouldn't have made it, I'd been fucked. Totally fucked. Do y'all watch a lot of TV? Yeah, I know. TV's fucking wild. Like, I don't watch a ton of TV, so I turned it on the other night, and I saw these advertisements that blew me away. Like, there was an advertisement for a foster care agency bragging about their easy return policy. It was fucking terrible. And then the next ad was like for heartworm medicine for dogs. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, this is run of the mill. But the voiceover at the end was really enlightening and said, did you know that veterinary medicine is just as powerful as human medicine? And for non-Canadians, a hell of a lot cheaper too. Ask your veterinarian to be your doctor today. Like, damn, I didn't know the state of medicine had fallen that bad in the United States of America. I was really shocked. And the commercial after that, Henry Winkler was selling fucking cryptocurrency. What the fuck? I mean, I'm not gonna fall for no Fonzie scheme. Shit. And then after that was an ad for the hippie protection rackets, and I'm sure you've encountered them out there. The hippie protection rackets are absolutely fucking brutal. Their ad goes a little something like this. Hey man, this is Rainbow Dave from the hippie protection rackets, and we just want to let you know that if you don't pay us regularly, we will send no less than 1 and no more than 3 buskers who know 1 and exactly only 1 Neil Young song to busk in front of your house indefinitely until you pay us off. And we will have them there in front of your house within 15 minutes or less, give or take a dispensary stop. And I'm like, yeah, I don't believe this shit. No, this is just some bullshit. This is just a Eugene scam. This can't be real. Son of a bitch, a couple weeks later I came home from work, and as soon as I pulled into the driveway in front of my apartment building, a couple of hippies said, that's them, and started singing, oh man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you are. Son of a bitch, I've been paying those motherfuckers off ever since. Yeah, it's been really bad. But you know what, though? They help keep my neighbors away, and my neighbors are fucking evil. Like, I really hate my neighbors. They call the cops on me whenever I do anything, but I really got my neighbors good. At least I attempted to the other day. There was a spell I wanted to cast on them, so I pulled out my copy of the Necronomicon. And so I kept flipping to the back, trying to get to, like, the good spells in the back of the Necronomicon. And it turns out that I actually had the Necronomicon. I never did get to the end. It was the Kirkland version. I bought it at Costco. So I'll leave you with this to end your night before you get partying and drunken and go on to whatever else you're doing in this fabulous entertainment mecca of Eugene, Oregon tonight. I'm in a new band and I'm really excited. Can you give me a round of applause because I'm in a new band? I'm like excited about this. Yeah, we've got 45 minutes worth of material. However, all of it is one long version of the 1877 Cars for Kids song. Now, my question to you as a crowd that we haven't determined yet as a band is, should we be a 1877 Cars for Kids cover band, or should we be a 1877 Cars for Kids tribute band? Basically, the difference is the uniforms. Do we dress up like the kids in the advertisement or not? It's an extra cost. If any of you have ever made costumes for a show like this, you know it's an expense that can eat a producer's budget. This isn't funny. Now I'm just an angry producer railing about like losing money off of budgetary line items. All right, you've been a great audience. This has been the first ever episode of Playground Rules. Hopefully the venue will have us back for another one in the future. You've been an amazing audience. We appreciate you greatly. Give it up for your fabulous comics and yourselves. I've been Temple the Bard. Good night.